Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about baking, and I want to talk about baking because I wanted to give my review on the Sacha Buttercup setting powder and also the LA Girl Pro powder and another powder which I've tried to bake with before, but it didn't work. So first let's talk about what baking is. Baking basically works where after you apply your concealer, you put on your baking powder, normally in a triangular shape, and you leave it to sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. And within that 10 to 15 minutes, what happens is the heat from your body, it comes out, trying to get out, but that layer of powder traps it, so it basically sets your concealer in place. So you know, like when you're baking a cake, you put the cake in the oven and you turn on the oven, and the heat basically changes the consistency or the texture of the cake. That's basically what you're doing to your face. You're cooking your face or baking your face, essentially. We makeup artists, beauty bloggers, everyday girls, we stole that technique from the drag queens. So when you guys see us girls at a party or in a fete, whatever, looking like that, just know that we were baking just so that our face stays in place and so that our concealer doesn't move. So that's basically what baking is. These three powders that I'm going to talk about, I personally tried them out for baking purposes, and I'm going to give you my brutally honest review. So the first powder I'm going to talk about is the Black Opal Invisible Blocking Powder. And you just heard me say blocking powder. It has absorbent, sheer matte finish, and hypoallergenic. This powder, I never actually tried it for what it is supposed to do, which is oil blocking. But I've tried to bake with it and just set the under eye with it, and it leaves a huge amount of flashback. So if you have this powder in your makeup possession, I suggest that you don't use it to bake with because it is absolutely no good for that. The next powder that I'm going to talk about is the LA Girl Pro powder, and I've seen this here on YouTube with some of my favorite beauty gurus using it, so I was like, hey, let's try it out and see if it works for me. Now, if you watch my Christmas glam video, which you can see right here, I used it in that video, and that was the first time using it. So I can come to you today to tell you my honest thoughts on it. The consistency of this powder is very chalky, and the powder is white. Yeah, it is completely white. So it's a very chalky. Why did I just have so much fun doing that? No, I would suggest if you're using this powder to bake and you are of a darker complexion like myself, or a couple shades lighter or a couple shades darker, that you definitely be careful with how long you bake with this, because it definitely will leave you with a white cast. So to combat that, what I would suggest when you're baking with this, if you absolutely must bake with this, is using your face powder to assist with dusting it away when you're finished baking. The last powder that I'm going to talk about, and this is my all-time favorite powder. You may know this powder because it's all over and it works for everybody. This is the Sacha Cup. Why do I always say that wrong? This is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and as you can see, it has a yellow cast to it, and I just think that it's great for pretty much all skin tones. I use it on myself, on my clients, whether they're light or dark, and it works just perfectly fine. Now, like I did say with the LA Girl Pro powder, if you're using it and you're baking with it, if you leave it on for too long and you find that you have, in this case, a yellow cast to your face, what you can do is take your face powder, which is probably the same color as your skin tone, and just assist with dusting it away. and that should have you looking flawless. This powder, I use it all the time when I use it to set my under eye concealer and the places that I highlight. I can tell you that my concealer, it doesn't move. No, I live in Barbados, and Barbados is like 80 something degrees year round. This definitely works for us. So when you need heat-proof makeup and you don't want your concealer to move or crease, you definitely should try out this setting powder. I know this is not a sponsored video, I just really like this product. Some people may wonder if baking makes a difference, and I can personally tell you it really, honestly, it does make a difference. As you can see in the clip right here, I baked using a brush. So I did not apply an obscene amount of powder. I just barely applied a little bit of powder, left it on for way less than 10 minutes, and as you can see, the end result was severe creasing and my concealer moving. Now in this clip right here, you can see that I applied loads and loads of baking powder, and my end result was that I had a flawless face. It is very important that you cleanse your pores, you do face masks, you do face scrubs, you just take care of your skin, because baking, as it traps the heat, it can also clog your pores. So that is why you must take care of your face, because you don't want to go around with clogged pores. Who wants that? So guys, that was my review on my baking powders that I have tried so far in my makeup journey. Let me know if you tried out any of them, if you had the same issues as I did, if you love the same products that I did, anything. Just drop me a comment down below. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!